talking about your auto insurance policy, I've talked to you before about needing medical payments coverage, uninsured coverage, and underinsured coverage. But one of the reasons, other than an auto accident, to think about that coverage is if you're an avid bicyclist. Let me give you an example. You're biking on the road and a car hits you, and the car flees the scene, and you're injured. You're taken by EMS to the hospital, and your first thought when you get there is, I'm pretty badly injured and I may or may not be able to afford the hospital bills that I'm about to rack up. So, under this scenario, your underinsured and uninsured coverage most likely covers you. Let me explain. If the driver flees the scene and he or she is never found, then there's no coverage available from somebody else to help you pay your medical bills. And if you have health insurance, that'll help. But again, if you've listened to some of my other videos, you got to look at your maximum out of pocket coverage. You may be out of pocket under my health insurance plan, for example, would be out $13,800. So if you have a high deductible plan like that, you're going to be out of pocket 14 grand before you even know it. And with ER and follow visits, especially because car accidents involving bicycles tend to have serious injuries, you may be looking at high bills. So your uninsured and underinsurance coverage actually will provide coverage for you. But on top of that, medical payments coverage can help you. So, for example, I've talked about before that if you don't have health insurance coverage, you may want to look at a higher med pay because those will help you pay all of your medical bills while you're waiting to get your case settled. And even if you're at fault for the accident, med pay will kick in and help you pay your medical bills. So, if you're a avid bicyclist, you may want to look at getting higher med pay, higher underinsured, and higher uninsured coverage. Now, normally your auto insurance company will sell you the same amount that you have for bodily injury. So if you're carrying a 250 per person, $500,000 per accident policy, you're most likely going to have the same for your underinsured, uninsured. Same thing if you have an umbrella policy. If you have $1 million umbrella policy, then you have $1 million underinsured or uninsured coverage. So there's a couple of things. Again, I want to recap a bit about what we've just talked about. If you're an avid bicyclist, look at your policy and make sure that you've got proper coverages. That includes maybe having a higher med pay amount. Some insurance companies will sell you up to $100,000 of medical payments coverage. And if you don't have health insurance, it's something to consider as a backup option if you were to get into an accident. Two, make sure that you have uninsured or underinsured coverage uh, because having both means that you'll be protected no matter what happens and getting your medical bills paid for and compensating you for your pain and suffering. If you have any questions about insurance coverage policies or whether your policy actually covers you, or you've been involved in an auto accident, or you were a bicyclist in an auto accident, give Bressman Law a call at 614-538-1116, or you can always email me at jedediah@bressmanlaw.com.